What does it mean to get lost? Does it mean fumbling in a foreign land, acutely aware of your misplacement? Or does it mean strolling through the mundane as an unknown alien being? I'm Alexander Kozina, and before visiting Japan, I was certain that getting lost only meant the former. As someone that has been exposed to the excellence and eccentricity of Japanese video games and animation since a young age, I couldn't conceive of a Japan that wasn't vastly different from the urban landscape of Canada. Thus, when I received the opportunity to study abroad at Keio University in Tokyo as an exchange student in Concordia University's Computation Arts program, I anticipated getting the biggest injection of culture shock I had ever experienced. But when I arrived there, I found myself surrounded by familiarity. From the English language, which plastered buildings as often as Japanese kanji, to North American food, which made its way into menus as often as curry and ramen, to Western technology and architecture, which I couldn't hope to avoid using. My own civilization inundated my senses from the get-go. Don't get me wrong, there were plenty of exciting things for me to see and do in Japan that firmly established I was on the other side of the world. I didn't feel like I was in danger of getting lost in Japan's foreignness, and that disappointed me. It was only after spending some weeks studying in the island nation that I began to realize that the true Japan was not just something to be experienced physically. It is not just a place, but a mindset born out of the struggle of living with 127 million people on a hilly island in which respect and courteousness for one's neighbor is paramount. It is an ethos encouraged by the ubiquitous presence of shrines in which spirituality exists in tandem with the corporeal world. It is a mentality strengthened by hundreds of years of Buddhist, Shinto, and Confucian tradition in which the well-being of the community comes before one's own singular satisfaction. The longer I explored Japan, traveling from the snowy mountains of Nagano to the Fushimi Inari Shrine of Kyoto, the more these attitudes started seeping into myself. And before I knew it, I started to feel lost, not as a familiar person in a strange land, but as a strange person in a familiar land. Of course, maybe your visit to Japan won't provide you with the same experience that I had. Maybe the parts of Japan physically unique from Western society will stick out to you far more than they did to me, providing you with the culture shock that I never quite got. Whatever happens, know this: don't go to Japan as a tourist. Get lost in Japan, whatever that means to you.